Well, good afternoon, EIS. Good afternoon, world, if you stumbled on us by accident. And good afternoon from a very, very cold and quite wet, rainy Moscow today. And how are you doing, Mr. Daglish?
Well, not bad, Mr. Marsh, not bad, every day above ground and all that stuff. Yeah, weather was lovely yesterday, taking a turn, but it's quite nice and cozy where I'm living, looking at the rain coming down next to the trees and stuff, so.
Yeah, well, it's definitely turning into a quite a long Groundhog Day. It's a little bit of the same view, same thing every day, but I do see that there is a glimmer of hope and that some shops are starting to reopen and we are going to be allowed to go out for walks, even albeit scheduled and covered up from head to toe. But
yeah,
little glimmer of hope.
well, it's something, isn't it? It's like when the owner takes the dog out for a walk around the park. If he's been a good boy, he can go out around the park, as long as he stays on the lead, of course. So I feel like we're a little bit like that, but I think everybody else would be like me and would just rather take anything than nothing at the minute.
Absolutely. This is absolutely true. Well, we have a few things that are coming up here. It is nearing the end of the term, and I know that my crew, when I talked to them this morning, are starting to sink in that this is the end of their primary career and they're heading into secondary. They're getting a little bit anxious and nervous, I think, a little bit.
Well, that's only natural, and you mentioned that, and I've got Mayra in my class who's going to go to a different country in a different school, and she's got some great friends here. And if she didn't feel nervous or a little bit sad, then she wouldn't be human. It's part of life. And of course, with your guys in year 6, they're going to go into a bigger school. But look at it. I know it's frightening, but it's also exciting. Try and think about how exciting it is. Okay, so it's a different experience. Mr. Marsh, you'll back me up on this. It's a completely different experience being in secondary than it is in primary.
Yes, it is, but I have faith. I know that they're ready and they're going to be great. So I hope they calm down a little bit. I know that there was a few anxious faces in there today.
Mr. Marsh, is my screen okay? It looks very blurry from this end. I don't know.
It is a little bit, but it could just be that I'm tired and maybe I need to clean my content.
I think, do you mind, people, I don't think people will mind if I just switch on a light and see if that makes a difference, because I had this problem the other day. It's very
You will switch on a light, and then we're just going to remind everybody that coming up next week is the EIS Has Talent. And this is going to be run through all 3 campuses. So we're really looking forward to seeing everything, whether it be a painting, if you want to show a magic trick, if you want to draw a picture, write a poem, write a story. You are absolutely free to do anything you like. And we are really, really looking forward to seeing all of the amazing talents that our kids have.
Yeah, goodness me, Talent Week. Oh, blimey. We could just do everything we've been doing the last 2 months and stick it in the pot. I think we've done really well. I need to start. I've got to chat to my guys this morning a little bit about that. We'll have a good chat about that on Monday. It's going to be a big one.
It is. It's going to be an excellent one. And, we're really looking forward to seeing all of the things. And then we're organizing a little surprise for the week after that. So we got some more fun activities for you. We'll keep that a bit of a secret until all of the information comes in, the posters get made, but we do have some extra fun things coming for you the week after that. So make sure you keep an eye on your canvas and listen to your teachers to what's coming. So we do have some fun things planned for you, not just work till the end of the year.
No, it's going to be fantastic. And I let the cat out the bag this morning a little bit, Mr. Marsh, my guy. So don't say anything, okay? Don't tell people.
That's okay. That's a secret.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of talent and fun, amazing things, I think we can safely head into our stars of the week. We've got a big pile of them up in Key Stage 2 today.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened. I think the only logical explanation I've got, Mr. Marsh, is that you're actually starting to pay the specialist teachers to get stars for your guys, because it just
we do have something in year 6 that I've never seen before, which is 2 double star winners.
Oh, really? Oh, wow, wow, wow. And how much did that
So
cost you?
yeah, I think we've had one triple star winner. We've had some families. We've had double star winners, but I don't recall a class ever receiving a double star winner before.
It must have cost you a small fortune, Mr. Marsh.
It did. You have to, grease the palms of, the French teacher and the PE teachers. But no, Key Stage 2 has been doing a really fantastic job by the looks of it. So
Yeah,
well
well
done.
done, you lot. I'm only joking. But I'm not taking it personally yet. I think if it happens again next week, I need to be making a few phone calls, and
yeah.
I don't want to go down that route. But we'll see what happens. But nevertheless, Mr. Marsh, it looks like the one specialist that you weren't able to bribe, and so this is a woman of integrity and value, I would say, is Miss Marina for music, and for EYFS for early years, the little guys.
Oh,
And
good
this
job.
goes to Anna. And Anna, of course, had that beautiful dress on in the 60s photographs. Awesome. But it looks like her 60s experience didn't end there, Mr. Marsh, because she seems to become a bit of a musical prodigy, shall we say. She performed the chant slowly, very slowly, by heart. That means without, looking at the words, with a perfect drum beat.
Oh, good job.
Are you familiar with that tune, Mr. Marsh? Because I don't think I am.
I'm not too sure of that one, but I know that it's really difficult sometimes to do things really slowly and consistently, and it's really well done. It's hard work, that music.
Yeah, perform the chant slowly, very. But I think obviously that's the name of the song, isn't it? Slowly, very slowly. Yes, but I wonder if she did it slowly, very slowly. That is like a chicken and an egg question, isn't it? What came first? Put your answers on a postcard. Right, we're staying in early years, and if I say this name one more time, what's going on? You know what I'm going to say, Mr. Marsh, don't you?
I have a feeling I might.
Go on then, you do it.
Well, I'm not going to spoil this for you.
Manuela! Come on.
Such a good job.
She's just what's going on? She's got magic dust in her brain. Manuela, are you a magician?
Little shining star.
Yeah. Worked so hard and been engaged in Zoom calls. Her countenance improving, sorry. And as you would expect, she always gives 100% effort. That means full-on effort. So yeah, something's going on. There's something in the water in that house. Yeah. Year one, Miss Pollard, and this is for recognizing tricky words and reading more fluently, and great pictogram work, which is good fun, and looks like this girl has taken to it well. And this girl is Adele. So Adele, congratulations. You would have started with the
well done.
Well done to you. And now then we get into the criminals once again. Year two, and this girl has already been mentioned today. I'm just going to say that, and then I'm going to read out the rest. A great week all round. Fantastic reading in guided reading sessions. Really good reader she is, Mr. Marsh. And she's also been setting up independent guided reading activities. She makes sure she does her work first, of course, other work, with Liber and Sana, which is great. And I would describe this young child as a social butterfly. And particularly Miss Pollard will know what a social butterfly is, because this girl would often send her a message via Teams and say, hi, Miss Pollard, is everything okay? And she might send a little picture of a puppy or a unicorn and things like that. Now, it's great, it's wonderful. But if you were to see my chat thread, Mr. Marsh, you will see more unicorns, puppies, rabbits, and the word cute that would last you a lifetime. And the main person behind this extravaganza is Mira. And I'm sorry to take so long to say it, but Mira, I think you deserve it. And, we do know that you're going to go onto Belgium, in a Belgian school. And yeah, so enjoy the next month And don't worry, we'll always be in touch with friends and things like that, you know.
It's the wonderful part about technology, as we've all learned.
Absolutely. Yeah, well done, Mary. Good job.
Right. Well, let's move up to year 3. This comes from Mr. Utting. And despite this child being away in China and not having access to materials, he's always on time for conferences. And again, those time changes can be tricky. Improvising well and working hard to get all his work in this week. So well done. That goes to Huan Yi. Good job. Excellent job, Huan Yi.
Edie, well done, good boy. Yeah, I heard about that, Mr. Marsh. That you know, he's gone over there and he's still engaged, and well done.
And from year 4, we have a couple from year 4 again. And from Miss Lily in Russian, has been amazingly successful in learning the Russian verbs of motions, and they have shown very good results when speaking. And she just wanted to shout out to everyone in year 4. So, but really well done. The star of the week goes to Hasnan. So well done, Hasnan.
Good man.
And if you ever get a chance, you should have a chat with him about time and space.
Mr. Marsh,
remarkable what he knows.
Yeah, I thought I was talking to Professor Stephen Hawking when I was in the corridor last time I was chatting to Asnan about time and space. I actually walked away from that conversation. I'll never be the same man again, actually. It's completely changed my life. And I'm going to say that Liba, his sister, is starting to do the same. So I don't know what they talk about around the dinner table, but it's not what I was talking about when I was 6 or 7.
I have no doubt that I will see his name somewhere in the future do a space exploration without a doubt.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me. From Miss Elena in Russian, so year 4 dominating Russian this week. Because he is always ready for a lesson, he's made excellent progress, always active in the lessons, answering questions, and most importantly, helping other students, which is just fantastic to see. And again, he is new to our school. So well done, Andre. Good job.
Good man. That's the second time I've heard Andre's name, Mr. Marsh. Good, well done, buddy.
Yeah, no, he's really coming into his own, without question. And from Miss Pretorius, even though she has found online learning challenging, and I think we've all had a few people that have found this challenging, including the teachers, absolutely, without doubt, has managed to complete all of her tasks every day for the last 2 weeks, has done some excellent work in these lessons. Miss Pretorius is very proud of her for persevering in such a difficult time. So good job. And this goes to Elise. Well done. Well done, Elise. So important not to give up.
Yeah, I mean, look at the rewards. So you get the start of the week, and we always notice, Mr. Marsh. All the teachers notice these things. Okay, we don't miss it, and we don't forget it.
Yeah, it may seem like it sometimes, but I promise we don't. We do notice everything, the good and the bad.
Yeah.
And in year 5, this person must have been extra special because Miss Peoples is just over the moon happy. Once again, this person hit the road running first thing on Monday with checking in consistently with her attendance on every Zoom call. And as soon as her Zoom calls are finished, completes her work, returns her tasks for the day immediately to a high standard to the best of her ability. Has focused on independent writing this week, has been excellent. All of her hard work and effort is evident in the progress that she is making. And she is being called a fantastic role model to the other children in the class. So really, really well done, Dakota. So good job, Dakota.
You know what? I had a feeling that it was Dakota. I just had a feeling, yeah.
Yeah, she's a little shining star, that one too.
Absolutely.
And then we get to year 6, and I promise no rubles were exchanged for this, but we do have 2 double star winners. So I will start with the 2 with specialists. So from Miss Elizaveta in French, for consistently working hard during French lessons, knowing all of the rules that we have ever studied. So not just what we've done now, but is retaining that information. So that really well done. And from Miss Anna in PE, is enthusiastic and capable student, is always did the extra sports activities, always completed work on time, very good work. So the first double star winner goes to Ayana. And really well done, Ayana. And even in my class, she is the first to do a lot of things every day. So really, really, really good work.
So that's a family of stars today, yeah? Ayana and Anna, am I right there? Am I wrong there?
It depends on which Anna. Anna with one A. There's Anna with two A's. I think there's two in early years, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so I may have got that wrong with the old 60s connection.
Oh, it could well be. And then the second double star winner, first one is from Miss Valentina. So for being eager for knowledge, that's a key question, a key part there, eager for knowledge and putting in a lot of effort into her online learning. And I know this is true because for the same reasons I'm giving her the star of the week for me. So just for working extremely hard to get all of her tasks done on time. And while everything may not be perfect, never gives up and always tries everything to the very best of her abilities. Okay. And we all know that, you know, we don't need to be perfect at everything, but as long as you don't give up, keep trying, you'll go far in life. And that really well done. That second double star winner goes to Nini. So good job, Nini.
Absolutely great job. And Mr. Marsh, I've just had a message come through. And yes, for Miss Marina, she did spell it with one N on her email to me.
Okay. Then Ayana, little sister, you betcha. So we do have a family. Well done. Good job. Well, speaking of things that are well done, I'm not sure that our challenges have gone down well, or maybe have. Last week with our little chubby bunny exercise. This week, I think we'll try something a little bit different. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, I think so. I think, yeah, we'll try something a little bit. We did have sound issues, so if this all goes terribly, terribly wrong, it's Mr. Marsh's fault. Okay, so
that's fair enough, because it was Mr. Marsh that came up with this idea, and it is me that is forcing Mr. Daglish to do this. And all of you can play along at home. We have had some sound issues, but hopefully it works. We've tried a couple different methods, and we think that we've got the best. So what we're going to do, Mr. Daglish, is we are going to have a movie song trivia challenge.
Movie song trivia challenge.
Yes. Okay. So I will play for you 15 seconds of a song, and you try to tell me what movie it is from.
Right. Okay. So
there will be 10 of those, and by all means, all of you play along at home. Moms, dads, brothers, sisters, teachers. Everybody's welcome to play along. No stuffing a mouthful of sweets this time.
No. So if I know the answer, I'll just let it play through, because the guys back home might be just trying to work it out. Yeah.
You betcha. It's only 15 seconds. So, are you ready, Mr. Daglish?
I was born ready, Mr. Marsh.
Excellent work. Okay, here we go. Sound, and hopefully, number one. All right, Mr. Daglish, you have any idea what that one might be?
I think so. And first off, just apologies. I was a bit slow on the mute button there. So if there's any feedback, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it wasn't as clear as in our rehearsals, but it was enough to make out. And I think that was Harry Potter.
You are very, very correct. It was Harry Potter, so that's 1 for 1. Let's move on to number 2. Very big movie, Mr. Daglish. All right, Mr. Daglish, you have any idea what that one might be?
Well, yeah, it wasn't. I could just hear it, so if I get it wrong, it was the technical fault, obviously. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. It was between two movies, but I'm gonna go for Jurassic Park. Yeah.
100% correct. Jurassic Park it was. Unfortunately, some of these are a little bit quiet. I can't turn them up any higher,
It's okay.
but that's all right. So you're 2 for 2. Well done, Mr. Daglish. Okay, moving on to number 3. I think that one might be a little bit too easy for everybody, but
Well, Mr. Marsh, I think it's got to be Star Wars.
you are 100% correct. So good job on that. All right, next. Okay, Mr. Daglish, they're going to get a little bit more tricky.
I think this one's done me. It really has. I don't even know if I know the tune. It was a nice tune. It was a great tune. I'm gonna go for Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean is incorrect. So for those of you playing along at home, that was the Avengers
Ah,
from the movie Avengers. So
I should have known
it's
that
quite
one.
all right. Sometimes it's really hard to pick and choose these. Okay, here we go. Next one, number 5. Mr. Daglish, there we go. I
Sorry,
think you and I probably
I was
both
just.
grew up watching this movie because we're both
Yeah,
about 100 years old.
that's right. I was just saying stuff there, but luckily I had it muted. But I was saying Great Scott. So anybody who like Mr. Marsh says about our age would have loved this, and it was Back to the Future.
Back to the Future is absolutely correct.
Classic.
Right. I think, Mr. Daglish, you might know this one.
I certainly do, and I remember reading this book actually when I was probably in primary school, and this is scared me witless watching this as a child. I actually don't know why my parents let me watch this as a child. It's actually a PG. Have you seen it? It's Jaws, about the great white shark.
You are absolutely correct. So right now we are at 6 out of 10 with a possibility of 9 if you get the rest correct.
Let's see.
All right, Mr. Daglish, number 7.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead.
I have a feeling that many of our students in primary are going to know that one.
Yeah, and you know what? I had one horrific minute there when I couldn't think of the title, but no, come on, it was Toy Story, surely.
100% correct. So we are at 7 correct. Number 8. Was that a little hard to hear, that one?
It was a little hard to hear, and I didn't recognise the first part, but I thought I might recognise the next hook that came in, and I just don't know it. I'm going to go, because I've just said the word hook, I'm going to go for Hook, the Peter Pan film. Totally
Hook.
wrong.
It is the theme from the Batman movie.
Which one?
Your first one. Batman.
Batman, the one in. There's been about 50 million Batmans, isn't there? So
yeah, I think it was just like the very first one when they relaunched. It just says Batman.
Well, you could have gone for the old classic.
I think we might have known that one.
We know it. I don't know if I hope the kids will know it. It's a classic. If you haven't seen it, go out and watch it immediately. Rocky. Adrian!
Absolutely. And if you want to find out what perseverance is like, you should read about what happened with Sylvester Stallone at the start of that movie. Before he got that movie, he had to give up his dog because he couldn't afford to feed it and was, minutes away from living in his car. So imagine what a difference that movie made in his life too.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Daglish, we are at the very last one, number 10. Are you ready?
I'm ready. If I get this, I'll get 8 out of 10. I'll be very happy with that.
All right, that's a pass for sure. Okay, number 10. All right, so I have a feeling you might know that one.
It's got to be the archaeologist, the best archaeologist to have ever lived on the planet, with a cool hat and a whip, and it's got to be Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones is absolutely correct. So 8 out of 10. Well done, Mr. Daglish.
I'll take that, I will take that. If you'd done Disney, I would have been 2 out of 10 at best, probably.
Yeah, initial thought was Disney, but that is a bit tricky. Yeah. Well, that is our time for today. And feel free to play along with that one at home. Don't shove 100 marshmallows in your mouth. But that one, feel free to play along with at home. So on behalf of Mr. Daglish and myself, we look forward to everything that you're going to be showcasing next week with EIS Has Got Talent, and our special week following that, year 2.
Yep.
All right. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Nice. See you next week, guys. Bye-bye.